Oh Glasgow, you're looking fine this afternoon. It's a great honour for me to come to you today in George Square, where nearly 100 years ago my own great-grandfather came to fight together with others for a better working life, for a better working week, and a better life for him and his fellow workers. And I hope you'll be proud to see so many people here today continuing the fight. There is a new weapon of mass destruction, and it's loose in our communities, and its name is austerity. It is a weapon that has been unleashed upon us by a Tory government that we did not vote for, that we did not want, that its policies we reject utterly in Scotland, and that at the general election we said no to. We will not accept austerity in Scotland, not now, not ever. Ever so frequently we hear in the media and at Westminster about the politics of aspiration. I'll tell you what aspiration is. Aspiration is not having a need for food banks, not having a need for sending your kids to illegal wars, not bailing out bankers that don't give a damn about ordinary working people. Every working person here today has contributed more to this country, Scotland, and the UK than a banker has ever done in the history of the world. It doesn't matter what party you're from. What now matters is coming together and fighting against Tory cuts. There is no actual reason for these cuts. There is no basis in economics for these cuts. It's just a full-scale attack on working class people. Classism does exist, and it's alive and well in 2015, and it's time for us, in our trade unions, in our communities, in our workplaces, in every section of Scotland, to fight against these with everything we've got. We live in a country that wants better. It demanded better at the general election. This isn't just rhetoric. We know that you want better, and the honeymoon is now over, and we in the SNP are now going to fight and better. We will not... This is not a fight to go into lightly. There's a lot to lose. We face destruction to our communities on a scale we have never seen before. Margaret Thatcher was a warm-up act. We see something much worse in David Cameron and his assembled cronies. David Cameron is the accepted face of misery upon working people in this country, and it's time to tell him, no, we will not accept austerity in any form. We will fight against you with everything we have. That is what Scotland said at the general election, and it's what we will continue to fight for. We will, in the SNP, will fight with everyone who wants to stop austerity. It doesn't matter whether you're the Labour Party, Green Party, as long as you're willing to put an end to austerity, we stand with you. I know what austerity feels like. I get up at 5 in the morning and get up to clean offices for £6.50 an hour. And I'm surrounded by people who do the same. They get up, they work 2, 3, 4 jobs, and they still can't make ends meet. That is completely unacceptable in a modern society, and it's time to say no more. You want to know who the real subsidy junkies in this country are? It's companies that pay their workers so little they cannot survive without having to go into working tax credits and benefits. Those are the real subsidy junkies. It's time for all companies to pay a living wage. People deserve to live a good and fulfilling life, and that is something we should all come together and fight for. Being able just to make ends meet and just pay the lecky bill isn't enough anymore. The people of Scotland aspire to something greater. They aspire to a good education system, they aspire to good healthcare, and they aspire to good fulfilling work. Not rubbish jobs that sit there and only get them through the end of the week, or they're sitting there wondering how they're going to pay for their Wayne school uniforms. We want and will demand better, and we will fight for that every day. Thank you.